Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Precious Metal Summit here in Zurich 2018. Again, it's November, and my first interview partner here this morning is Hubert Parent-Boujard, who is the head of corporate development of Radisson Mining. Welcome and good morning, Hubert.
Good morning. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for taking the time. Pleasure to have you here. You are my first interview partner, so let's get really started, as the markets are not really exciting, but I think a lot of good things happened with your company this year. And maybe shortly you tell us, where's your company located? Where are you working?
We are working in Quebec, northwestern Quebec, in the Abitibi area, where I was born and raised. Our head office is in Rouyn-Noranda, 50 kilometers from the project. Yeah. The O'Brien project is a high-grade underground gold project directly on the Lauder Lake Cadillac break. Mainly surrounded by producers. We have three producers, three producing mine within 20 kilometers of the project. And that's a quite interesting address, a good neighborhood. Our camp alone has produced more than 21 million ounces of gold over the last 100 years.
You have an old mine.
Yeah. There's historic production on the property, which we own. The former O'Brien produced just shy of 600,000 ounces at 15 grams per ton.
Nice, great.
Still, it holds the title of the richest mine by grade in Quebec. And our resource package is in the vicinity of the former O'Brien in the same lithologies, volcanic package just south of the Cadillac break, a few meters away from the former mine. So.
Super. Before we dive into your project, I think you got a nice strategic partner or financing partner this year. Is that correct?
We just welcomed a European shareholder based in Switzerland, OSIM Precious Metal, which is new to the sector. Yeah. That's good support. They took a good equity tranche, and they're looking to support the company moving forward as well. So.
Perfect. So let's talk about your workings, what you have done. I mean, you have increased your resource, you have done a lot of drilling, so maybe you can comment a bit, grades, what you have done 2018 so far.
Yeah. 2017, 16, 18, we did more than 40,000 meters of drilling, incorporated just shy of 30,000 meters within a new resource estimate, increased the resource package, the indicated resources by 95%. So we had good success at drilling.
How many ounces you have now?
Now we're looking at 233,000 ounces indicated and 193,000 ounces inferred. So through the drilling program, we were able to convert all the inferred ounces into indicated and renew them as well. So that was a major success for the company. We're now looking at the resource package from surface to 500 meters of around 427,000 ounces. And we think we can increase above 500,000 ounces by year end or Q1 of 2019. We're currently drilling a zone who's west of current resources that will be incorporated in the resource estimate in the next few months. Last summer, we also had an interesting discovery north of the deposit, north of the Cadillac break, in a sediment setting, Temiskaming type sediment setting. It's an area that we had not much looked before. So we had good success there. We named the zone the Vintage Zone. So we're still building the 3D model as well in the meantime in order to generate more exploration ideas, both below 500 meters within the resource package, north, south, and west of the deposits. So a lot of interesting ahead for us.
Yeah, great. What was the drilling cost? How much do you pay per meter? I think that's quite cheap, right?
Quite cheap, given the location of the property and the expertise and the labor pool we have in the area. We were able to drill this deposit at $100 per meter, all in cost.
It's US dollars or Canadian?
Canadian dollars. So it's
that's
very...
in the order, what, 70 US or something?
Around $70 US,
wow.
$75 US.
That's pretty cheap.
I'm an accountant, so that's one of my biggest pride with the company. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think you also did some metallurgical testing already, and I think you did first of all a test with like conventional gravitation, right? Which was not bad, but then you put a second, I call it circuit, if you want to take it like that. Yeah, and I think you came up to 94%.
94%,
which is fantastic.
Very, very fantastic. The interesting thing is that our resource stands at 6 grams per ton. So we took a 61 kilogram sample that graded around 7 grams average gram, and wanted to compare this with the former production, which yielded 15 grams per ton. The fact is that in the former O'Brien mine, at the time of mining, they always steadily had a positive reconciliation at the mill. At the time, the resources were at 10, 11 grams, and the head grade, the average head grade obtained was 15 grams. So we took a sample that was representative of one of the area we are looking to bulk sample in the next years. And the head grade obtained was 11.13 grams. So still suggestive of that strong nugget effect on the property. Most of the gold was recovered via gravity circuit, so a lot of free gold in the deposit.
Which makes it cheap, right? To
Cheaper
process,
and it's faster as well to process. And we obtained 91% recovery with cyanidation, and by combining cyanidation with flotation, we yielded up to 94% recovery.
Which is outstanding value, I would say.
Outstanding, yeah.
And it's standard. It's no rocket science, right?
No rocket science, easy method, proven method by the past. So.
Yeah, but I think also one of your big advantages is if you want to go or to move in production, I would call it, you have like 5 mills in the neighborhood, right? And they have overcapacity.
Definitely. As I mentioned earlier, we are mainly surrounded by producing mines with the presence of IM Gold, Agnico Eagle within the camp. Currently, there are 5 mills within 75 kilometers of the project.
Trucking distance, no problem.
Trucking high-grade ore is not a problem. So.
Fantastic, great. So last question, what are the plans for 2019? What do you want to achieve? More ounces, of course, right?
More ounces, so we're expanding the resource, doing a new resource estimate. We're currently working on additional metallurgical testing to quantify the possible high-grading scenario in the projected bulk sample area. And one of the goals, of course, is always to prove the grade. So we'd like to build underground facility with a decline, do a bulk sampling, and in the meantime, drill at depth to prove the potential of the deposit. So,
fantastic. So when can you imagine to move towards a production scenario?
I would
maybe 2 to 3 years from
We're
now?
still looking at exploration, but I would say 2020, as close as 2020. 2019 would be a construction phase for the exploration underground program and the drilling at depth. And of course, we always want to have a drill on site and generate more results. And the deposit has proven it can generate results. So it's always exciting to drill within the O'Brien vicinity.
Fantastic. Well, then thank you very much, Hubert. I think you have a strong 2019 in front of you. You have the money in the bank to do that. That's also important. You have a new partner. And so keep fingers crossed. And we see us latest at PDAC.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Radisson Mining, Hubert Parent-Bouchard. And you heard it. Company is really on track, got a new financial partner, which is always important, even in those tough markets. And the company is drilling. They're doing a lot more in 2019. And ladies and gentlemen, 94% already recovery in the first test. This is a fantastic value. And 5 mills really surrounding the property within 75 kilometers max. That is tracking distance for production scenario, maybe 2020 already. This scenario could start. So check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.